Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Wednesday, October 5th, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Educators on Nevis joined today's celebration of World Teachers' Day with a professional development session at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. Felicia Leiber tells us more in this report.
Valuing teachers, improving their status is the theme for this year's celebration of World Teachers' Day. The Nevis Teachers Union, NTU, earlier today hosted a professional development session for the teachers of the pre-primary and secondary schools and Nevis Sixth Form College at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC. President of the NTU is Ornette Webb.
As president of the Nevis Teachers Union, I am of the view that teachers must value themselves as teachers. We have to remember we are role models, and what we endorse will be carried on by those who will in turn emulate us.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Wakely Daniel, spoke on the theme Valuing Teachers, Improving Their Status, stating that society holds teachers at a high standard.
If our teachers are not valued and respected, students will no longer listen to our teachers. If they are not valued and respected, parents will no longer heed the advice of our teachers. And if they are not valued and respected, no longer will we be able to get our talented graduates, the best and the brightest, into teaching. They will shun the profession of teaching. You are expected to teach students who come from abusive families, fractured families, and you are expected to do a good job. But I can tell you, with all of these challenges, teachers, you are doing a tremendous job.
Retired public servant Douglas Watley made a presentation on the topic, The New Regulations for Public Servants. Teachers got a chance to discuss and ask questions on the topic after the presentation. World Teachers' Day is celebrated annually on October 5th. I'm Felicia Leiber reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Felicia. This year, the Campaign for Financial Information Month is seeking to foster the spirit and practice of developing the financial, business, and entrepreneurial know-how of the ECCU citizenry through community outreach programs. One of the activities was a business opportunity workshop for teachers on September 29th.
This activity provided a forum for teachers to exchange ideas on how to empower students to explore the possibilities of entrepreneurship as a career choice. I am told that the topics that were covered included lessons for the classroom in entrepreneurial opportunity development, transforming ideas into viable business concepts. They also considered opportunities in social entrepreneurship and examining non-traditional financing models for ECCU startups such as crowdfunding, angel investing, and venture capital. These are all important areas for teachers to explore and update their knowledge. Going forward, we need to encourage continued emphasis on the training of our teachers and in turn the training of our young people in all areas related to entrepreneurship.
Making an address to declare the official start of Financial Information Month, Premier the Honorable Vance Amory said it is hoped that the activities would function as a springboard for enduring financial and business educational projects. The second Business Opportunity Workshop will be held on October 20th for financial practitioners.
Participants of the workshop are expected to benefit from discussions on topics ranging from how to better assess the viability of new business ventures to SMEs as business opportunities and strategies to leverage these business opportunities to consideration of digital, cryptocurrencies, and the financial system and crowd financing. Does this financing model hold lessons and opportunities to be exploited by financial institutions?
Meantime, the 6th Annual Business Symposium and Innovation Forum is scheduled for tomorrow, Thursday, October 6th at the ECCB headquarters via video conference connections to the other ECCU member states.
The forum will be of particular interest to CEOs, business executives, senior managers, board of directors, business owners, entrepreneurs, and academics. This regional symposium will focus on strategy and innovation and provide insights, valuable learning, collaboration, and guidance on how to address sustainable, resilient business growth in the OECS. This year, the topics and speakers are policies to support the rise of a creative industry in the OECS by David Cox, Creative Director, Publisher of Caribbean Bride. And the second topic, improving the OECS business climate by Mr. Jose Rosa, General Manager of Cajola Cristada Limited and President of the St. Kitts Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce.
In October and November, media articles and presentations to schools, community groups, and the wider public will seek to engage and develop the public's understanding of everyday financial, business, and economic issues important for their overall development. The Nevis Island Administration responded last week Wednesday to an invitation from Midwestern State University, MWSU, in Wichita Falls, Texas, to send 2 government representatives to familiarize themselves with and discuss ways to fortify relations between the university and the OECS. Cabinet Secretary Stedman Truss and Assistant Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Kevin Barrett, took the trip to MWSU. Barrett gives this report on the visit.
It was, as I said, a very good experience. We met with a lot of officials, a lot of top officials, and they gave us a lot of information as to how the university runs and how we could benefit from the relationship with them. The initial invitation or the reaching out to the OECS islands would have come from Dr. Randy Glean, who is the Director of International Services at the university. He would have been involved in the Caribbean Students Organization since its inception, and he was very active in getting us to Midwestern State University. He was very involved in the accommodations that we had, and he was very involved also in coordinating all the meetings. We would have met with the Office of International Services, that's the same department or office that Dr. Glean heads. We would have also met with admissions and immigration, financial aid, and all students' processes. We met with Dr. Betty Stewart, who is the provost at the university. We also had a meeting with the President, Susan Shipley, and the Vice President. We also met with Dr. Keith Lamb. He is the Vice President of Enrollment. And we also met with Mistress Diara English, who is the registrar at the university. Laura Peterson, she is involved in the university fundraising and scholarship process. And we also had a briefing with the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Matthew Capps. And one of the things that we really wanted to find out is how much the university offers in terms of our priority areas. And Mr. Truss and myself, we sat with, as I said, the officials, and that was discussed at length. And we are hoping going forward that our priority areas, as with the Nevis Island Administration, those things are going to be looked at very closely by the university, and from what we discussed, there might be some special offers and programs put in place to assist us in getting persons trained in that area. And that was very, very well accepted by the university and the officials there. So we are going to be pursuing that avenue as to how the university can help us in our priority areas.
19 students from Nevis are currently pursuing degrees at the Midwestern State University. Tross and Barrett used the opportunity to meet with a contingent of the students to discuss how the NIA can assist them with some of the concerns they have while studying. Still to come,
Friday the 7th of October, that will be a march for the seniors.
the details after this break. Welcome back. Learn to Decode Your World is the theme for this year's International School Library Month, which is celebrated annually in October. School Libraries Coordinator in the Department of Education, Londa Brown, outlined the activities which will be hosted in celebration of the month.
All of us will be engaged in what we are calling the Nevis Reads Readathon. Last year when we did the activity, we involved the students in that they were the ones who were doing the reading, and the community was involved in that we were asking the community to make pledges or donations to the students as they read, as a motivator for the reading. This year we're doing the same thing, although in a different format. Last year we had the students, each student who was participating in the activity had a sponsor card that they were asking for people to make donations to their school library. So we're doing a similar thing this year, but we are not asking the children to take the sponsor cards. The sponsor cards will be at the school, and we're asking you, the members of the community, to come into the school and to make that pledge.
Brown also noted that there will be some changes to Blanket Night this year.
Blanket Night is coming back, unfortunately not for this month. We have had some experiences in the past with the weather and the activity being soaked and rained out, and as we confirmed with the weather predictions for the month of October and into November, we are seeing a similar trend where we are bound to get rained out again. And so to avoid that altogether, we have decided to try Blanket Night at another time. And so on January 21st, that's next term, we will be having Blanket Night.
Various schools are participating in the activities for International School Library Month, including the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School with its annual Know Your Book quiz, the Charlestown Secondary School with its lunch and book discussion, the Joyce and Libert Primary School with its travel through reading activities, and the St. Thomas's Primary School with Literacy Week, classroom library competition, book discussion, and debating competition. And finally,
we are delighted to have the seniors, a number of seniors here.
Members of the island's seniors recreational groups got the blessing of the Shiloh Baptist Church on Sunday as the Department of Social Services Senior Citizens Division launched its activities for International Month of Older Persons. International Day of Older Persons is a World Health Organization designated observance celebrated annually on October 1st.
And we are better off as a result of the tremendous investment that has been made by you to our community, to our island, to our nation, and we certainly don't take it for granted and trust that God would continue to bless you. We thank God for the investment that has been made by our administration and our island into our older persons who have certainly made their investment into our community, and no better fitting investment to be made in their lives as a result.
Meantime, a number of other activities will be hosted this month by the Senior Citizens Division, among them a march through Charlestown.
Friday the 7th of October, that will be a march for the seniors. And it will be from the Wesleyan Church to Grove Park. And we are going to be inviting some school children to join them. We want the march to start on time because we don't want them out in the sun too long. And then they're going to go to the park and have a little program and then have something to bite. The march, as I said, is open. We want seniors all over Nevis to come out to the march and join our seniors. Come and join the recreational group. It is not a recreational group march. It's a seniors march. Yes, please come. Those who have yellow t-shirts, wear your yellow t-shirts. If you don't have a yellow t-shirt, wear a shirt. Come.
International Month of Older Persons is being celebrated under the theme, Take a Stand Against Ageism. And that's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing tonight's newscast. Good night.